So we're going to have a look at subtotals in this particular session, and this is the exercise here. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure that whatever we're going to be subtotaling is actually in order. So I want to make sure that the address line 2 area is actually in order. It's not currently, so that's the first thing we'll do. So I'm going to highlight all of this. I'm going to go to my filter, go to custom sort, and I want address 2 to be A to Z, in other words alphabetical order, and that's done. Still with it highlighted, I'm now going to go to data. I'm going to go to subtotal, and in here at each change in what? I wanted each change in address line 2. So address 2, I want the sum, but I wanted to subtotal the hours worked. So it's hours worked, and that's already ticked, so that's exactly what I want, and I will say OK. So what you can see now here is it's taken it, it's subtotaled it for all the RDs, and it's telling me that all in RD is 55. So you can see this is pretty neat. All right. Now I will also now want the average for that particular town as well. So leaving it highlighted, I'm going to go back to the subtotal. Again, address 2 is where I want the change in it to be, but I don't want the sum this time, I want the average. So I'd like the average. And again, of hours worked. Now this becomes important, this right here. If you do not deselect this, it will delete the sum and replace it with the average. I don't want that. I want the sum of hours and I want the average of the hours. So make sure you deselect this when you want more than one aspect. And now let's OK. And as you can see, we now have the average and the total. Now also you'll notice that this has happened down the side, and this is what's called grouping. So if you actually were to click on these, you could actually eliminate some of the information and have it really much neater and tidier if that's what you wanted, as you can see there. All right, I think I need to get rid of that one too. There we go. So instantly we get RD total, total, etc., in one fell swoop. And again, if we want to pull them all back out again, I'm going to go back out up here to level 4. That is subtotals.